Hi, I'm Jerry Hyde, Youth Services Manager at the Ames Public Library, and welcome to Well Read, a program about a little bit of this and a little bit of that at your Ames Public Library. Today we are talking about celebration and moving from this location to the other, our 515 Douglas normal home location, right? And today we have Sarah Bulkey with us that she's going to share with us some of those celebratory type of things that we're going to do. And the one that I really want to talk about is our book brigade. Tell us what that means.
Well, many people in the Ames area remember from about 30 years ago when the library last expanded into a new facility. The most efficient way to move the books around into place was to do an actual book brigade where the community showed up in droves, passed each book hand by hand, and filled the new part of the library. And so when we moved to this temporary site, people were rather disappointed that we didn't plan to do a book brigade, which wasn't really feasible because of the distance. It was in November, you know how Iowa weather is. And so we felt like we really kind of disappointed a few people. But then it occurred to us that when we moved back, what a great way to actually celebrate the new facility. We cannot possibly move all of these books hand by hand over a mile from here. But we thought it would be fun to do a mini book brigade where we've selected a few specially selected items that represent what we actually have to offer here at the library. So we're hoping that people come out and actually help us celebrate the move by passing these selected books over to the new facility.
And it's really exciting because one of our youth prizes for the summer reading program happens to be we're moving 14 books from here to the other location.
Right.
So we have 14 children that will be winning the prize of starting that off and having that book pass through the community to 515 Douglas, where it will end up with 14 other children that will then put the book into the book drop and be the first 14 books that will enter the library that way. So I was just very excited that our youth got to have that as a prize. But I know you are not working independently. You have a wonderful committee with you. Did you want to share their names of their helpers?
And actually the entire library has been really supportive and excited about this. But we do have a planning committee that includes Tanvi, Amy, Mary, Ellen, and Wendy. And they represent just about every department here at the library, giving their creativity and expertise in how to organize what could be over 1,000 people.
Well, and I would assume it will be that a number, which sounds like overwhelming to some points, some parts of the day when when I put it together. So exactly, if I wanted to be a group that was wanting to have a group participate, what would I do?
Okay, well, you can actually be involved in a couple different ways. We need people just to participate in the actual human chain, passing the books, and we will take all comers for that. In fact, we'll need over 1,000 just to do a very comfortable move from here to there. If we get well over that, we'll zigzag through the downtown area and make it really fun. So if you do have a group of people, 20 or more, I would suggest that you contact us in advance just so we know that you're planning to come with that many people, and then we can be thoughtful about where to put those groups along the route. So we make sure that we're filling in all those gaps.
And how would you do that?
Tanvi has actually asked any groups to contact her, and I think the best way to do that would be to email her. And this will be on our website within the next few days, but her email address is, I'll spell it out for you, TRAS, I'm sorry, I'm going to get it wrong, TRASTOGI @amespubliclibrary.org.
Okay. So if you're 20 or more, you can email her to kind of reserve the spot or
Right.
for us to guide you where to go.
Right.
If you're just a family or an individual that wants to participate, what should we do?
You can just come to either, the route is actually going to be from here up Grand Avenue. We're going to snake onto Main Street. So anywhere along the route, you'll be able to jump in the line. We will have connection points set up along the way with volunteers and staff. It'll be very obvious who to go to ask questions, and we'll give you some guidance as to where to go into the line. And if you don't register with us in advance, please don't feel like you can't join us. Anybody that day, we really want you to come in, and maybe we'll get enough people that will actually be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Well, and that I know isn't our ultimate goal. It's the celebration of moving
Right.
and for our community. Because
Yep.
again, it's our community's library. It's not necessarily our
exactly.
library. It's our community's library. And to help do this book brigade is one way of helping or letting our community help move our books.
Right,
with us.
exactly, and have a lot of fun with
And
it
have
too.
a lot of fun and celebrate the old, this place, and the new, where we're going back to our home library at 515 Douglas. Now, we've talked about the hows and the whys, but we didn't talk about when this might be.
This is actually
is.
going to be, our last day of service here at this facility is August 17th. We'll be open our normal hours that day from 1 until 5. After that, we close until September 14th, our grand opening. The book brigade itself will start forming around 4 o'clock that afternoon. The first book will be passed at 4:30. From this location, and we should finish up within an hour, and then we have a celebration planned at Bandshell Park from 5:30 to 7:30. Just because we'll have so many people in the downtown area, we thought, why not gather to really kick off the celebration, and we'll have some entertainment and some food and some fun there as well.
So one could not do the book brigade and still come to Bandshell Park at
Absolutely.
5:30
Yep,
and
absolutely.
enjoy in the celebration.
Sure.
Because it is exciting times right now for all the staff, but also for all of you with your library. We will be closed for approximately a month and reopen with our grand opening on the September 14th.
Yep.
At 1 o'clock, and then we'll have this fabulous new library that you'll be able to come and visit as well. So I know we've been able to go into the building with some of our committee work and that type of thing, and it is fabulous. So
It's stunning,
you will all, in fact, what was the words that you heard yesterday?
We had a visitor to the new facility who's going to be helping with some of the furniture delivery. He hadn't seen it since the library closed, and his first word was, "It's stunning."
Stunning. So, and we're going to get to that stunning place, that stunning building, by transferring at least 14 books from this location through a book brigade, starting with prize winners from our youth in our summer reading program, and ending with them as well, putting them into the book drop for the first time at our 515 location. So, well, thank you, Sarah, and thank you very much for leading that committee
It's been a lot of fun.
helping get that celebratory side of all the work that we're doing as well. Because celebrating what we've done and what we're about to do is also very, very important. Sometimes as important as reshelving the books, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we have to pat ourselves on the back some way. So, going into the future, we have a quote unquote stunning library that you will be able to attend and check out books. But until then, farewell, and thank you very much for viewing our show, Well Read, here at this location.